this is Margaret. Welcome to the Tweedie's YouTube adventure channel. Well, let me take you to fun time with knitting for the beginners. Let's start. Before I could start the knitting, I would tell you all two main points. One is never give up. So we should keep trying. Since we are using knitting needles, we will have difficulty holding the knitting needles in our hands and also the yarn of wool. It will be difficult for beginners to use this together. But we must keep trying. And the second one is that practice makes us perfect. So the more we practice knitting, the more we become perfect. And later on, I will show you all some new patterns and new designs too. Well, as you can see, I have many pairs of knitting needles here with different numbers, which we will be using later on. But for the starting and for beginners, I use 11 number and 10 number. And I use Vardhaman wool, which I like very much, which has a beautiful shine in it. And it's a 4-ply wool. As you can all see, it's a 4-ply wool. I love to use this wool. And I have also circular needles, which you can see, which we will be using. I will teach you all to use it later on. Well, all of you know, I'm sure that many of you know how to knit. But as for beginners, I would like to tell you and explain it to you clearly what is knitting. Well, for knitting, we need yarn, a ball of yarn, a pair of needles, a scissors, a tapestry needle, sewing needle, and that's all. Well, now, what is knitting? Knitting is done by our two beautiful hands, which God has given us, a pair of needles and some yarn. In knitting, we have two main important stitches, which is one, the knit stitch and the purl stitch. So I will explain in detail about the purl stitch later. So I will show you in knitting there is different types of steps. The first one is the cast on. The cast on is a loop which we cast on to our needle. I will show you the demonstration later. Cast on to our needle and then we learn to knit. The second is a stitch. A stitch is what we do when we perform the knit with the two pairs of needles. And so this is the main thing of knitting. Cast on and stitch. Cast on is when we cast on the loops in our needle. One needle, only one needle. And the stitches are the ones when we demonstrate into it and form the knit stitch. So I hope it helped you in my explanation. Well, to cast on stitches, now I'm going to show you how to cast on stitches. So first we will take the yarn about 1/2 meter, and since it's for beginners, I will always cast on 10 to 12 stitches so that we can practice how to cast on stitches. Well, 1/2 meter of yarn I will take and I will double it like this. Pick up my needle, only one needle. I will hold the yarn, the tip of this end, with my finger. I will take in the right hand the double yarn, turn it, make a loop and put it on like this. Then I will pick the long yarn, put it towards the left side of my hand and replace back the loop down and pull the double yarn which I have in my right hand. And I have already casted on 2 stitches. As you can see, 2 stitches have been casted on. Come on, let's do it again. So let's make a loop. Take the long yarn, put it over towards the left side, replace the loop down and pull the yarn. So we have made the 3rd loop. Now let's keep on doing this. In this way, we will be putting the loop on the left needle, which we will use later on. See, it's very easy. This method I always like to use because it's an easy method. Just make a loop, put it on the left needle, take your long strand of yarn, turn the loop back and pull it. Again, let's repeat till we have done 10 stitches. And I'm doing it slowly for you so the beginners can easily do it. Just take the long strand of yarn and pull it. Let's keep on doing it. Here again, there's a loop. We put the long strand of loop here and just turn the loop back to its place and we pull the yarn. In this way, we keep making loops and this is called cast on. This is called cast on of stitches. By making loops, this is the method we cast on the stitches. I'm a little help to you all by explaining it clearly, and I do hope that you all will have to keep practicing this. In this way, we will be perfect. So I hope that you like my video. So please like it, subscribe, hit the bell, and so you can get more notifications. And please don't forget to put a comment below so I can give you more knowledge about knitting. And I do have many more classes to teach you a lot of new ideas. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.